Hey guys, Pointless Ryan here, and I like video games. Also, I got this popsicle, and I'm gonna eat it. Okay, I like to eat mine. Don't tell me I'm a psychopath in the comments, okay? I think it just tastes better. It tastes better when you eat it. It always tastes better when you always eat. Hey guys, Pointless Ryan here, and I like racing games, especially when it comes to the racing genre itself. Yes, I know it's been a while since I made a video. 2 months actually. I think almost 3 months. So I just want to say I apologize for the long hiatus. It's just that I've been kind of busy with my second channel I have called Ryron, and if you just want to see it, it only has 2 videos up as I'm recording this, and sadly I'm not gonna be home for entire next week because I'm actually going to be away. I'm going to vacation. So in this video, I'm not going to include any games that have racing levels in it. It's only when it's actual racing genre itself. So, and also I'm not going to include any Mario Kart, any Need for Speed, any Nascar, because let's be honest, they're all behind the list for me, and there's a lot of NASCAR games that I have, and I'm not going to put any of them on the list, and also, I don't really care about Need for Speed that much, so that's also a thing. Okay, is that all? I think so. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. On to the countdown! First game on the list, but it's the 10th game. Sled Storm for the PlayStation 1. Yeah, the box looks like this right now. Even though it was supposed to look like this. Because this is what boxes use, because this was boxes back then in the 90s. So yeah, that's the thing. It's pretty fun. The best part is looking at all the female characters. Sorry, got a little carried away there. Where were we again? Oh yeah, the actual game. You do tricks, you race, you die, and rob a zombie. What else to say? It's mostly the game. Up next, I have Speed Racer, the video game for the Wii. I'm pretty sure this was on my top 10 Wii games. I'm not sure. It may be. I don't think so. Let me explain. You can choose different racers, you can choose different tracks, you can race people if you feel like it, if you have friends, and yeah, mostly I like to play it on cheats because I like to go to the quantum realm. Yeah, and I also just want to 100% the game because it's fun when you do that because you have everything and you can just race. The game has your regular Speed Racer Mark 6. You have X Racer. You have other people. Racer X. Yeah. Tricky. Yeah. You can do Carfu. You can drive over 400 miles an hour, which is fucking insane. yeah, so this game is pretty fun, and you can do a lot of stuff in it, and it's fun for the whole family if it's just a 4 family. Unless it's a 5 and the little bro needs to watch and pretend that he's playing, because... Number 8 goes to Cars 2. Remember this game? No? Well, they made this game after the actual Cars 2 movie, like what they actually did with these games, and it's now on number 8 because it's kinda not that good. Graphics-wise, it's okay for the PlayStation 3, and it plays well. Like, it's not bad controls at all, but it's could do better. The career mode, also known as Chrome mode, which is a career-esque deal, where it mostly goes a lot with the spy-esque part of Cars 2 and not really into the racing. I mean, it has the racing and it has the spying, so it's kind of like that, the same. And the funny thing is that I've really played a lot of the Chrome mode and I didn't even realize I was halfway through it, and didn't even realize how close I was to the actual end. So that's always fun. The game starts you off with a good amount of characters. Car characters? Cars. The game starts you off with a good amount of cars. You know, you have Lightning McQueen, you have Mater, you have French guy, you have Jeff Gordon, you have Shu, and Loogie. So, I don't know really what you have to say for yourself. The good thing about the game is that it kind of wants you to play more of the Chrome mode, which is pretty good. And the more you do play the Chrome mode, the more you do unlock more cars, more tracks, and it's actually pretty fun. Speaking of the Chrome mode, it's okay. I mean, there are some races that are like Mario Kart-esque, and there's some races that are just normal, which I do in fact like. You know, kind of going back to its roots, really, which is kind of cool to say. Towards like the middle and the end of the event, I think they're called, you do spy missions, and you mostly have to like kill bad cars, or like do a race where you don't die. And it's cool to do that because it's going back to what Cars 2 actually was. Spy, which is not a good idea for what the original was about, racing. Like, for me, like, when it comes to like you're just racing and then you go right to a spy, it goes a little bit out of place for me, and I'm like, okay, here we go again. And then it's just, especially when you choose a character that is not the spy type in the movies, and it's really weird when you have, like, for example, a shoe, and you're just racing a shoe, and you go right into a spy mission as a shoe, and you're like, this never happened. I would like to talk more about this game, but I'm taking too long of this segment, so I have to start. At number 7, I have Monster Jam Path of Destruction for the PlayStation 3. Okay, knowing that it's Monster Jam and it's monster trucks, there's not a lot of racing in it, but the thing is that it holds it holds a place in my childhood that it was racing in it, even though I am technically being a hypocrite and actually doing not what my rules said on the beginning of this video. I'm not going to include any games that have racing levels in it, but I just think that it earns its spot especially when it's at the low of the list, because racing, it's okay. I would say it's somewhat better than the Cars 2 racings, and you know, it's pretty fun to actually race as a monster truck, and again, like, it does happen. There are races in monster trucks, and then a lot of it is mostly the freestyle, like, destroying cars technique. And yeah, it just really holds a big place in my heart, and I'm not on script. Yeah, Monster Jam Path of Destruction for number, I don't know the number because of comedy. Next game on the list, I have Sprint Cars Road to Knoxville for the PlayStation 2 for number 6, I think I already said. Nascar 07, but it's on dirt. How well can you do that? And they did it well, because I did in fact enjoy this game, even though technically there is no end to it, so I didn't say I've beaten the game, because it's technically an endless loop of just years after years after years after years. But again, it was a fun experience I had, and yeah, I just love this game. It just made the game harder, the fact that it was on dirt and you were sliding a lot, which is why you had to drift all the time. And yeah, it was a fun experience. Interesting about this game is that you have to get in first place every time when you're racing, so you can unlock every single tracks, and also put this away when I'm done with it and forget that I ever had this game in my life. Until years later I found out, it's like, oh, race sprint cars, Road of Knoxville. I remember I made a video on you. I don't remember you. Number 5, I have MotorStorm for the PlayStation 3. Okay, before I get into this game, I would say the other games are more on the dirt and off-road type of racing, so just bear with me and we'll be almost done, I swear. I haven't played this game since I started playing it for this video, and dang, it was pretty good. When you first start up this game, you can choose to be like a bike, a buggy, a truck, an off-road car, and it's pretty fun to see how each race each track has a different, like, there's a different way for like each like different part, where like all like the bikes and like the lighter were like more like the topper tracks, and then all like the cars and the trucks were all in like the lower, which is pretty fun. And it was actually, you could see like you can choose, and you choose on like either one, and you can tell like which can be faster, which can be slower each lap you can go, and you can pretty much make yourself like a speed run type, and well, not really speed run, but you can make yourself faster and go in like in a higher position. I can't speak. So just like the sprint cars, you have to also go in first place to unlock a lot of stuff, and it's pretty fun to say that that you actually have to have a challenge to like, oh, I have to get in first place to get this and this and this. And also the music is also slapping as well. Of course I can't use it because copyright claim. And yeah. Number 4, I have Baja, I think. Baja Edge of Control for the PlayStation 3 is next on the list. Okay, I don't really like racing against the computers on this game, but I think it's way better when you're on the free drive and you can just race and go wherever you want and race against like your friends that you are playing like co-op with. And it's fun experience. And also the music that at the title screen is also really relaxing. to actually get into the game, and then just chaos. We used to play this game when we were younger, and we loved it. And then we got older, and then forgot this game existed. And then, yeah. At number 3, I have ATV Off-Road Fury. Pretty sure I put this on my top 10 PlayStation 2 games. You can also watch that as well. Just click here, or maybe click on the end of the video.
Click on ATV Off-Road Fury for number 4.
He meant to say Namco Museum for the PlayStation 2.
No, I didn't.
No, Namco Museum.
No!
I said Namco Museum.
Okay. Namco Museum.
I said Namco Museum. Namco Museum is cool. It's got Pac-Man. It's got Galaga. It's got Miss Pac-Man. It's got Dig Dug. It's got Rally X. It's cool as fuck.
So I'm mostly just gonna recap on this game because I don't really think I made a good explanation on my top 10 PlayStation 2 games. So I'm just gonna start talking on this more, okay? Yeah. You drive an ATV, you do tricks, you get slingshotted by a giant invisible spring, and then you get to the ground, die, and yeah, there's a lot of death into this game. So with this game and the game on number 2, I really had trouble thinking what was better. You know what? It was already there, so this is number 3. So, just next game. At number 2, I have Gran Turismo 5, the real driving simulator. Wait, so you're telling me that I can get my permit just by driving this game? No, you can't. It's, you need to actually drive. Gran Turismo, you drive on sports cars and you just drive around tracks and just hope that you get in first a lot to get more monies. And it doesn't matter if you do, in fact, not go in first because it just continues. And it's just a lot of racing games, and that's why I kind of like it. And this game's fun, and also you can drive NASCAR cars in it, and I like that. So yeah, yeah. I haven't played a lot of this game, mostly the fact that I was more into racing, well, mostly racing in other games, and I just really was this, like, I knew that this was number 2 because I had a really fun time with this, and I think this is one of the best games I think I ever played, and it just was a really fun experience for me, and I just didn't really wanted to, like, get really into it because I know that there are a lot of people that are into there are a lot of people that get really into Gran Turismo, and I'm just that type of person that don't really want to get like that good, and like actually have like a giant steering wheel, and like the stick shift thing, and like do those TikToks where it's like, oh yeah, I go backwards and then I drift and then I go 200 miles an hour and I like speed by all the other racers and I'm on a tangent, so I should probably stop. And finally, what I think is the best racing game there ever is, Rumble Racing for the PlayStation 2! Okay, you guys might be too young to remember this game or never really haven't played this game in your entire life, but that's gotta change. Okay, to be hip and cool with the kiddos, and you don't know what Rumble Racing is, take Rocket League and Mario Kart and make them have a baby, and that's Rumble Racing, okay? Okay, good. For each car, there's a different ranking system, like Rookie, Elite, and Pro, or Rookie, Pro, Elite, and each level of the difficulty, it's the same car, but it looks different every time, and it does in fact change how it actually drives, and that's what I like about it, because it's really fun to like change it up a bit, you know? You have like a police car, you have a jet, you have the meth lab in Breaking Bad, you know? And it's pretty fun to like race around and do flips and kill people. And again, I'm pretty sure I also put this game on my top 10 PlayStation 2 games. And so again, you might be a little familiar with it. So that's why I'm not gonna play. That's why I'm not gonna do a lot on this game, because you guys probably played. Because you guys probably heard me talk about this, and you know, yeah. And I might just talk a little bit more, because that video I didn't do that good of explaining a lot, so I'm just going to talk more. So yeah. Fun thing about this game is that it has voice acting. And yes, Mario Kart, Nascar, Need for Speed, heck, even Eminem's Kart Racing has voice acting, but this is mostly one guy and he's commentating on you as a racer, and it's pretty fun. And every time you use a power-up, he kind of like commentates it, and it's pretty cool. And here's kind of like gameplay footage of that dude talking, and it's pretty fun.
Summer breeze makes me feel fine. They must have been changing their 8-track. I like my gators deep fried and dipped in tasty mayo. Don't you feel special? I gotta say it, you the bomb. Hang 10, dude, or 12 if you feel like it.
So these power-ups, I have a list here and I'll read them to you. You have Nitro, Bad Gas, Super Traction, Oil Slick, Big Hit, Shockwave, Freeze, Landslide, Tornado, Invincible, and Joker. And if you don't know what any of these power-ups are, it's okay, I'll read them to you. Nitro is just a super boost. Bad Gas, you rip ass. Super Traction, you get stronger. Oil Slick, you make your opponents go boom boom, slippity slip. Big Hit, you get a big shield and you kill people. Freeze, you freeze them to death. Landslide, you murder people. Invincibility, you literally decide to kill everyone. Tornado, you kill everyone with a tornado. And Joker, which is just a mystery block of just, what power-up will I get? See? Mario Kart.
You just got coconut mauled. Share this with all your friends to totally coconut maul them.
Hi, if you're hearing this, means that you made it to the end of the video. good job. I'm tired, and this is gonna be a long day, so bye.